What's up, guys? Power of the Barn here. We are now in the Elise zone. Yep, it is time. And as you can hear, I have some friends of me in the background. I have Figs, and I also have Aku, but Aku is AFK right now. Is he back?
We're here to watch the torment.
Yep.
We're here to watch the snooze fest.
Yep, it's Elise time.
Here for the Elise
Elise, not exactly an exciting MC to play
you got that
or
right.
to watch. So I decided I'd bring my fellow Sith Lords along for the ride these next couple of games. I don't know, might just be one. Haruno could prove me wrong and just win game 3. But as I said, the previous 2 games, Haruno this is kind of his thing. He wins the first 2 games in Conquest format, and then everything just comes.
And then he drops his spaghetti.
Yep, everything just comes tumbling down for the poor man. It all crumbles.
He never learns his lesson.
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh, I guess even Ducky is my big thing.
Elise,
I think we're gonna see Ike again.
I don't know.
Is...
I think I mentioned this in the pregame analysis. Ike versus Elise is the pivotal game here because I just don't think there's any way that Soren
this is his one chance to go first.
Lose to Elise. Yeah, this is.
After this game, and here now Haruno goes first.
So I think it would be very intelligent of Duck to bring Ike. Yeah.
But at the same time, like the tilt factor, like you want to get some wins first, get your confidence back.
Yeah.
Play me again, easy smash, and
that's true. That's true.
Let's see.
Mhm. What is Meatloaf even saying?
For all tough games, I'm going to open with twins. So I felt twin games. Wow. Yeah, it's like all right.
Yep. That is definitely what I would have done. I think that was a good choice for Duck. This is the pivotal game here. I think this is the game that will decide whether Haruno wins 3-0 or loses 3-2. So, this is it.
Let me switch this out. Is recording here the bot music?
I muted the bot because I'm going to be putting my own music in post-production.
We're playing Radiant Dawn music. Play Radiant Dawn music.
I'm here. Let's see what's going to
What's up, Haruno? Or, I called you Haruno.
What's up,
My
Haruno?
bad.
Hey, what's going on, Haruno?
What's going on, Haruno?
Alright, we got the sleeper.
Ready to see.
What's up, Aku? I am recording. We are recording the game.
Are you ready to be put to sleep? So I know I am.
Dude, it's not gonna put anyone to sleep. Haruno's Elite plays are lit.
Oh, yo, you're right. He's gonna hit the...
Maybe I should edit in gas. Oh my god, I gotta edit gas in the background of this video.
The one time Ike doesn't self. The one time you want to see Ike self. Damn it. I was so ready.
Elise attacking in the first turn. Dude, where else do you see this?
Absolutely lit. Haruno's is on fire. He's fuego, dude. His Elise plays are
oh my gosh. Jesus, the aggro Elise.
Let's see how Duck will respond. If I'm Duck, I'm done. I can't even right now. I'm out for the count. Doesn't do anything. In the Tiki game, he went for the cheeky deploy Micaiah 1. He's not even going for that here, though.
The one time you want to see the Ike self.
Actually, on the 2 purple cards. He doesn't have a way to.
Yeah.
So I think here we're gonna see the planned 3-2 promo. Oh, not this time it seems.
Oh, yes!
No, that doesn't hit. I can't remember. He got +10 from hitting Elise in previous
we had the
turn.
one time you want to see Ike self. Where are the Ike self? You have like 20,000 Ikes in this deck.
Yeah, there's like at least 17, I'm pretty sure. Come on.
I would just like to point out the super valuable rescue flyers over here to give Ike those ropes. Oh, he has a dodge.
Haruno intelligently prepares a dodge for Vanessa.
He intelligently does it.
Yeah.
Recognizing the importance of preventing Ike 4-3 from getting beyond hit growth, especially since Duck runs Berserk Ike in this deck. God knows that the Berserk Ike last game certainly cost him quite a bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not very good for him.
Alright, Haruno's gonna go again for the genius play of bonding yet another one of the Mage Sisters with the only other copy of the Mage.
Oh dear. It seems that he does not have promo.
Yo, Select one, magical smash him!
Actually, he
Single. Up. Single.
It's really unfortunate for Duck considering how well he did in the Swiss.
Yeah, I think
Smashes the Swiss.
Duck might be able to pull it through here, though, because Haruno, he does not have promo. And as I said,
comes out this game.
yeah,
honestly, I think Ike does pretty well in this matchup, especially against this build.
that is true. Mage Sister release because Duck runs Ira, so he can keep the board
I'm
clear.
surprised Haruno didn't use the 4-3. It's just a class change. It's like, just not being shitty for this.
Let's see if we're gonna
Oh, that's
get
spicy.
down.
But he can't even do it, though. What?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, he can't do it at all.
I don't know
He
if Duck
can't.
realizes that he can't do that.
He doesn't.
That's a
That's
bit.
a dumb.
That's a bit questionable. He does get the Berserk Ike at the very least. I think playing that Racing was definitely a misplay, though.
Certainly.
Plus 10 to Racing. Keck.
Heck.
Does he realize, though?
I don't think he
Oh, I gotta tell him. You guys are both on that shit.
Kill him. You hate to see that.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
hate
this
to
is the
see
second
that
time
happen.
you've
That's a
done this.
very unfortunate misplay. That Racing
Read your
is...
damn cards, Duck. Second time I said it.
I think this is definitely a matchup where that Racing would be useful.
Second time this set where Duck just doesn't read his goddamn cards.
Yeah, I feel like I remember one. Oh yeah, the Mist in game
Yeah, the
1.
Mist.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, and there's the Ishtar. Alright, Haruno doesn't have. Oh, that doesn't hit! That doesn't hit!
I don't think it matters.
I know, but
This
it's
is
still fucking
Ishtar
hilarious.
is gonna swing into that. I
Yeah.
highly question how useful Ishtar is this matchup, though. Ike isn't exactly an MC who's known to be a heavy
Yeah,
bond
we
spender.
were saying that last game, you should have grabbed, instead of grabbing Marcha, you should see how to do the pretty much draw a card.
You should have what?
Instead of grabbing Marcha like he did, he should have grabbed another Valencia and then flipped you the draw card, basically.
What I don't get is that he bonded a Micaiah. I feel like that could have been a big
That's
game
not-
changer. Yeah.
Yeah. Micaiah puts this deck on her back.
Yeah, she
even
really
though
does.
I empty deck. So, is Haruno waiting for Duck to flip his own bonds?
Nah, he's just choosing between green or purple.
I would have flipped the green ones.
I think it runs both ways. I was talking about this earlier during the Tiki game when Haruno needed to choose between leaving a red or a blue bond open. And I think that there's merit to flipping both green and purple, because with Ike, most of his cards are green. So in that sense, you'd think you'd want to flip the green bonds, since that locks him out of most of his cards. But at the same
but you
time,
can just play
most
another
most of his cards are green, so he can just play another green card.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which is what he did here, so it looks like Haruno did make the right play, flipping those purple bonds.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. He would
Berserk's
still have a
around.
minute to play Micaiah.
God, I can't do it.
Oh, he doesn't grab Berserk Ike. That's very interesting. I don't know if
We're changing the world one at a time.
I don't agree with not picking up Berserk Ike in this matchup.
Oh yeah,
Especially.
I don't agree
Everyone
either.
watching-
Berserk
everyone
Ike is
watching-
almost never going to hit here because Elise just has so many evades for everything.
He's not going to do you any favors ever.
I think the one reason why Duck might want to keep Berserk Ike is just to get easy orb access.
You know,
Yeah.
anyone watching right now, do this.
That makes sense.
For the love of
Oh,
God, count your
darn.
goddamn mics. We're gonna count it for you. Make a counter. It's real easy. You right click and press blue board. There you go. Count your onyx voice.
I'm trying to right click, but
convenient.
unfortunately I can't because I'm a spectator.
Yes. Yeah, when you're playing Ike, count your shit. I'll call you out, dog.
Haruno really needs to get this Micaiah off the board. The longer she stays on the board, the more trouble she's going to cause for him. And it's just not happening. This is unfortunate for him. Looks like this game is slowly starting to shift out of Haruno's control. He gets the Flyer Emblem. He might crit. Yeah, I think I would have done that. Yeah.
Plus, he hasn't just class changed into the mid
Honest-
honestly.
He did.
Honestly, at this point, I think Duck could just go into 7-5 and just go to Tower Haruno's ass.
That would be pretty creepy. The 50, 75.
You're right. He only has 2 cards in his hand. I didn't even notice
Oh my god, that'd be
that.
so spicy. I'd love it.
I mean,
Do it.
really, he can just go 7-5 and go to Tower his ass. Really,
Yeah, that
Duck.
would be pretty funny.
Kill him!
it could potentially make him drop his promo too.
That'd be
As for
hilarious.
Vermade, at least though, he didn't promote into it this turn because he wanted to
That's
play
Ether.
Veneno, and he did. That's the wrong Ike. Come on, Duck. He's gonna
Still works,
Aether
though.
to keep Veneno off the board though, prevent her from grabbing
it's a pretty
dodges.
important play. It helps a lot.
Yeah. He did. Haruno did
I
grab his promo with that Nino the turn prior, though, so Haruno is going to finally be able to promote into at least this turn.
Yeah, I still think he should have just gone fucking wild with the.
I might not have had it, but he
because
did.
because even if Haruno had an Elise in arms, he would have to choose between dropping the evade right now or going down to arms searching for more Elises. It was just such
Yeah. It starts with a
problem.
long day.
Super spicy.
Oh, it's super spice. We'll see. Game's still going. Duck has a pretty... I think Duck's in a pretty good position still.
Yeah, this is still definitely winnable for him, even though Haruno is at his main promo. Haruno has a very uphill battle to climb here in order to make up for all the advantage he's lost over these last couple of turns simply by vice of not
Yep.
having his promo.
Ooh, he
Is
might go into it
is
now.
it gonna happen? It might.
Yep.
It would have looked at last turn, but...
Well, last turn he did have the Elise promo in his hand, so it wouldn't have guaranteed him the game. But this is going to be
Yeah,
a 70 base.
Yeah, that's
like
why.
7.
That's exactly why I would have liked to see that last turn, Zivarn. Because if he did it last turn, Haruno was a 30, so basically almost everything would have just hit him straight to the face. And like, Haruno would be in a really weird position.
Here we go.
If he did draw another release to promote into, then Duck's kind of just stuck. Or, yeah, Duck's kind of just, like, stuck as, like, a shitty 50 base Ike, though. So I think I like this play better. Oh! Oh, no.
Another time he didn't grab out of his deck.
Yep. This might actually not be that bad for him, though, because as we saw earlier, Haruno... Oh.
What?
Is Haruno forfeiting?
Oh, he didn't let him take back. Duck's not gonna let him take back. Oh, that's funny as hell. Dies! Get him, Duck! Duck can't let him take back.
I think...
Let him take
But he's forfeiting.
Is he forfeiting? What is
Yeah,
what is even happening here?
He literally said.
I think Duck's not letting him take back.
Yeah, well,
Don't let him, Duck. Let him know.
honestly though, like if I were Duck, I would have let him take the orb. I would, because that's like beneficial for me as Duck. Because if Haruno took that orb, he couldn't have Elise's turns here. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Duck might somewhere allow his turn 5 next turn.
Weird. This is a weird thing to not allow the take back.
Yeah, I would have just been like, go for it, bro.
Like
By all means, shoot yourself in the foot. I don't care. I'll take that. I'll take that to the fucking bank, dude.
You might have to lose turn 5, just like go right back into it and kill him. Maybe
Yeah,
this idea.
but at the same time, though, he grabbed Veneno, so now he definitely has dodges. Well, at the same time, he is going to have to discard that dodge to add an orb. Yeah, he just took the Elise, and then... Oh, no. Yeah, he at least, and then he's using Nino still, so we will definitely have a dodge in hand for Elise, so...
Yeah.
Now it's starting to get a bit scary for Duck. The game is starting to reach that territory where it's just like, fuck, I'm just a big boy with a big number, and I can't really do anything because it's Elise.
Berserker, really?
Yeah.
You remember that time he didn't take it out of his deck when he could have?
I think Berserkite isn't that bad here because it gives him access to some of his orbs, and
That's actually true, yeah.
yeah. it's not like he had a big field. Like if he had Micaiah on his board when he got the Berserk Arc, then I would have just been like, what the fuck? But it was just Alencia. It wasn't that big of a loss, and it's gonna give him access to some of his orbs here, which is good for Duck because right now he just needs to go as much as possible. He's gonna just want to try and like just deploy like random shit from his hand, try and hit Elise in the face, chip away at her evades supply, and prevent her from Elise's turn.
Yep.
What is even happening here?
Haruno
Put Nino
fucked
from
up.
family on retreat. Put Shanna back
Haruno
on
threw
top, then draw them.
Nino into the garbage bin. Both players just fucking up everything. Pretty funny to watch. Yeah, these games are bunch of spaghetti.
Bro, fucking Elise, man. I love watching Elise games. God
Dude,
damn it.
too, man.
Wait,
Oh,
is he support? Wait, why did he lineaged? Okay, the Nino was the Elise support. I was like, wait, is that a self? You can't lineage off of a self, but
I have no idea.
yeah, what the fuck is even going on? Alright. Duck is taking his turn. Let's see if he has anything going on.
Don't be so excited about it.
I think ideally he plays a mirror and a 4-drop, like a Marcia or something.
Oh, here we go. We're calling a purple. No, he's out.
He's going back. Yeah, he's out of the Berserk, right?
Doesn't have any deploys.
I think in some sense, it's a good play. As others, it isn't. The main reason that play is good is it means that in the next turn he can develop a board without just instantly losing it all to Berserk Ike. But I think it's a bad play because it costs him some potential card advantage he could be getting. So.
I mean, honestly, at this point, he can just, considering he's playing against Haruno, he can just do absolutely nothing and just keep swinging with his shit. Because
it's not going to be.
Haruno-
I don't know if it's going to be enough though, because Haruno has started to reach critical release velocity. It's gotten to the point where
But here's the thing. Pay attention to when he starts to grab the twins, because when he starts to grab the twins, he starts to really let go of his resource management, entirely.
Speaking
because,
of,
and that usually costs him a lot of games because he just starts playing a bunch of twins into the board, and that starts to really fuck him in the ass.
Speaking of resource management, due to the way this deck is built, from this point on, Haruno will have to bond yellow every turn if he wants to release his turn on the following turn. He will not be able to play any more purple cards from his hand without forfeiting an Elise's turn. Because due to how this deck works, this deck doesn't run Tiki, which is generally Elise's main method of getting enough bonds to Elise's turn every turn. It doesn't run Family. The only way that this deck unflips bonds is through Leaf Seliph, meaning that if he wants to continue Elise's turning every turn, then he'll have to bond a Leaf and use Leaf's bond skill to swap the Leaf out with the Seliph from his hand. And what this means is that every turn he's going to be bonding a yellow card. He's going to have no bonds, and he's going to bond a yellow card, meaning that he won't be able to play any purple cards from his hand. He can bond a purple card and play a purple card, but then he'll only have one bond, and he won't be able to release his turn on the following turn. So that's another thing to watch out for. Duck could potentially take advantage of that. If he can put enough pressure on the Nino, then destroy the Nino, then Haruno might be put into a position where he needs to forego using Elise's turn in order to get Nino back on the board. So I think Duck has two ways of playing this. He either tries to just go all in on the Elise and just try and deplete Haruno's evade supply, or he tries to kill the Nino, and this causes a massive tempo loss for Haruno and could very well give Duck the opportunity he needs to win the game. Alright, so Duck is bonding an Ike and playing in the Kaya. This is going to get Duck up to a stack of 110.
Well, I gotta go for Nino, so you frontlined it?
Yeah.
It's very micro plays. Get his release. Gotta fight through it.
We know he has a Nino dodge in his hand. He's just gonna let it go.
Nino's down.
All right.
I don't think he realizes.
Yeah,
what
he
the
might
point
not
just pointed
realize
out.
it. The question here is, will Duck go for Ishtar or Elise? If I were him, I'd go for Elise here.
I mean, you can force him to discard an Elise because Haruno misplayed. He did not do the proper ordering of things to put an Elise into his orbs, so he has a unknown card in his orbs right now.
Oh, yeah.
Right, due to how the Nino stacking works, indeed. Oh, I don't agree with that play in the slightest. That is not a good play. You do not do that. You don't do that. Especially not against Elise. Do not do that.
Jesus. Basically, he's a dog. Don't do that. Don't piss on the carpet. Bad dog. Bad dog.
That is
not
just
the
not
way.
a good play in my opinion, though. I really wouldn't have done that.
Wait, did he not?
Yeah.
He attacked Ishtar. The thing about Elise is that Elise, just due to how she is in an MC, effectively has unlimited copies of all of the cards in her deck, with the exception of Elise.
Right? Auto. So you have to.
He doesn't have any Ike in his retreat. He has,
Oh, does he
he has
not?
one.
Oh.
He has a retreat of one.
Well, he forgot anyway, so I'm still right.
Either way, yeah, he messed up, and, well, I guess that's kind of a shitty situation. I guess I just wouldn't have deployed Micaiah there, but at the same time, he did want to get the Nino off the board, so... Alright, so yeah, now so the play did kind of pay off for Duck because it means that Haruno isn't going to be Elise's turning next turn. But in the same vein, Duck basically just threw away an attack hitting Ishtar, so I don't know. That's not going to hit. Not that it matters though, because Haruno's just going to be throwing all of his things into Elise or into Micaiah anyways, so yeah, whatever.
And Ishtar has like unlimited attack, which he decided to save for hitting Ike, giving Duck another orb and putting him effectively ahead in resources. God knows why.
Yep, that hits.
Looks like Haruno isn't even going to go for the Elise's turn here.
Yep, Haruno just put
leave it to
himself.
Elise. Well, he is. Okay, that's cool. But he isn't going to be able to Elise's turn.
Yeah, he didn't. He also forgot to put an Elise into his orbs. He's not doing that. By the way, now is a really rare turn where Haruno's not gonna have an Elise turn, and this is gonna be huge for Duck.
I think Duck just wants to. If I'm Duck, I probably just want to continue putting pressure on the Nino, because if you can kill the Nino, he won't have it next turn, because he can't Elise's turn it back.
Okay, so he's going
probably
back to
he just wants to continue going.
It's not bad to get more cards.
Yeah,
getting
that's true. Wants to cycle those dodges out of his hand.
Not doing much in this matchup.
Yeah, absolutely not. He's used 7 bonds. How many bonds does he have in total? He has 9. So he can. I don't think he runs any 2 costs in this deck. So
yeah, no.
He can play race.
Why is he going for the Ishtar?
Because he's stupid. I mean,
oh my God, Duck! This is a very winnable game. Please stop going for Ishtar.
Listen. Esports, come on, esports.
Esport, my bad.
Peculiar choice by Duckofawesome.
What? Your peculiar choice by Duckofawesome. Very peculiar choice by Duckofawesome.
Peculiar.
You can see
Esports, Aku, esports. Peculiar. Very peculiar choice.
Very peculiar choice.
Dare I even say questionable? I don't know. That might be too much, though.
Bitch, I'm like Mike Ross. Fuck esports. I'm Mike Ross and Fig is my Gutex.
Definitely not. I should be Mike Ross. The hell? You're definitely not Mike Ross. I'm definitely Mike Ross.
You're not vulgar enough.
I'm not getting it. We'll get into this later.
Alright. Haruno also
exciting match. Haruno bonds and attacks 3 times and does nothing, and it's back to Duck's 1 attack per turn. Very exciting
I might have
match.
the window with half my screen, but I won't say for sure.
if you're Duck, what do you do here? You just go for face and try put something on the board that hits for 6. You go for face.
Now
and
there's
go for face.
there's no point in going for Nino because he's just gonna get it back with.
Don't
Well,
go for Ishtar.
there is
Don't
still
go
a
for
point
Ishtar.
actually because Haruno fucked up again. Because now if
Yeah.
he clears Nino, he's still in the same situation he was 2 turns ago.
Don't go for Ishtar.
Please don't go for Ishtar, Duck. For the love of all that is good in this fucking world, please do not go for Ishtar. Esports, my bad.
Gotta be esports, dude.
I question whether Duck will be able to win this game if he goes for
Let's see what he goes
Ishtar
for here.
again.
A lot of choices he could make.
Yeah,
here.
a lot of
Let's
choices
see
he
what
could
the-
make here. One of them is slightly better than the rest.
One of them is the other.
Oh, and he's not even healing with Clarine, he's just going full face, but that doesn't even hit.
He should have just crit.
Alright. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say.
Listen, Ishtar is a dreadful.
She is a dreadful.
I understand
She
that.
is a dreadful woman. But can we just take a moment to consider that Haruno had 3 Ishtar dodges in his hand, and he didn't Elise his turn last turn. I feel like Duck could have just straight up have won the game by now had he used all of those attacks on Elise, and combined all of those previous Ike attacks on Elise in combination with the Mirror and Clarine attack just now. Or at the very least, taking the Nino off the board to prevent Duck from getting... And now Haruno just grabs 2 more Ishtar dodges.
Like he's gonna keep going for him.
I mean, it's weird. It's like watching a inept Elise player versus an inept Ike player. So it's like
God, alright,
Players, and it's still being neutral. So, think about it.
What?
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 Okay.
What the fuck?
What? Alright, okay. I just got finished tearing Duck a new asshole, but I guess he wins. Alright,
Gosh.
Duck is 2-1. Or 1-2, my bad. He is back on the board. This is looking very good for Duck. Because Soren and Mia just tear Elise a new asshole.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't.
Getting Leaf Self with a bond on flip just delays the It's not inevitable though.
Boy, you had this game in the bag.
Yeah, what? He basically just like he had just got himself back on the board.
You can critically hit him.
He just got himself back on the board. He just climbed out of the abyss, then jumped right back into it.
I don't have any words.
Aku, chill out. Chill out, Aku.
I had turn 7
Alright, I'm ending the recording. I'm gonna start again, game 4. Alright,
Alright,
see you
I'm
guys
gonna-
then.